Yep.
This is what this is the figure you see in your mind, Devault. And this doesn't even compare to the ferocity and devilishness of the one you saw out.
I called it.
Although you guys don't know. This is not actually there. This is just only what he sees in his mind. Unfortunately. You must battle this thing in your mind, Devault, using your wisdom instead of your dex or strength. You know, use your wisdom. And that's it.
You see my potential, creature. You know my past. You know what I've lived through. You know I won't lose to you. Wisdom or charisma? I'm trying to overpower this in the spirit.
I still think it would be a wisdom. Just the nature of the thing.
I'll GM roll you it.
All right.
And to be honest with you, I'm gonna put my head down. I have no idea what it is.
Okay. Dun dun dun. So this figure's not really there for everyone. Yeah. Oh wait, what are you trying to do?
Beat the wisdom. Beat the.
Oh yeah. All right, that is a hit. So what you're doing is, we'll call this spirit damage. Just roll me a d10. Just flat out d10. On a 1 through 5, it's a failure. On a 6 through 10, it's a success. You need 3 successes to beat out this demon before it beats you out. That's 1.
That's gotta give me a little something extra. Come on now.
No, that's all right. Devault, making now a wisdom check, just to gain control of yourself for a second.
Oh my god, a D10 and a D20.
There you go. You were able to act a full round unhindered by him at the moment. However, all right. Unfortunately, he fails his for him. He fails his attack, his spirit attack against you. All right. So
I am stronger.
No.
You have no match on the material plane.
It's not possible.
Back to the hells with you. And who is Kasalt actively fighting?
Kasalt, right? Yeah, he is fighting
Saeryon.
And the image in your mind shrinks down a little bit. The flames at your feet are just but a small flame. You know, just like that. A small flame at your feet. Not even hurting you hardly at all anymore.
I ignore it as I am greater. Unfortunately, all of that has taxed me a little bit mentally. Saeryon still does have a hex against him for any type of strength checks that might come up, but I'll absolutely take the damage of that guy behind me.
Okay. So this guy though, he's kind of like, "Who's there? Who's speaking to me? I don't know."
No,
I don't know.
And then he drops his great axe and just looks around. And you can hear this entity speaking out of you, Devault. You can hear its words emanating from your skull. He's basically just asking this creature to disobey what he was obeying earlier, so he will no longer be an ally of yours.
You coward of Tiamat. Fight! Kill them! Kill Saeryon. Prove that you are stronger. You could gain such favor.
I don't know what's... No, wait. Sorry. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with your weird friends, but I will kill you, as he tries to swing his greatsword at you there, Saeryon, but misses horribly.
Yay!
Yeah. Alright, and Zach is gone. I don't know where he could go in his hotel room. He's just... There he is. He's back.
Alright, Kasalt. It's all you, buddy.
Yeah, it's all you, man.
Opening up beer bottles on the sink is not really working out too well. Look at that. That's all foam.
Don't you have a lighter or anything like that?
No.
It's alright, man.
Kasalt, please.
I travel light. Alright,
Save the soul. Oh shit! It's got it.
Do I crit at 19?
I don't know.
It's just...
Not unless you're a champion.
Yeah, that's a champion thing.
Okay. Alright. Well, DC 13 strength save.
Very
and
nice.
I have advantage. You have disadvantage.
I have disadvantage?
Yep.
Alright, so 10. He trips. He is
Alright,
tripped.
so he's on the ground.
He is on the ground.
And he takes fucking 9 damage. And
Ooh, if he hadn't been healed up, he would be dead.
You have disadvantage on all attacks against you, and I had advantage on all attacks, and everybody around you has, like Saeryon and Devault have advantage as well, and also the troll thingy.
All right, so Kasalt just kind of drops down on his hand and gives us.
I think of it more as like an axe. I like took him in the cap and just took his leg out from under him.
Very nice, and Saeryon falls down. Brome, sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I want to help. I just want to throw a good berry in your mouth. You just need 1 hit point to wake up and heal yourself.
Yeah, someone, you guys, he gave you good berries last time. He gave you like 3.
I don't have any. I ate them.
Like last session, you ate them all?
I ate them at the beginning of this session.
Oh, okay. Well, Saeryon has some too, unless he ate them.
I'm not seeing them in my...
Well, no, he told you like towards the end of last session that he gave you guys both like 2 or 3.
I had 5 total.
It was 5 that I gave both of the tanks, but you might have used them.
Yeah,
It's all good.
I take pretty good care of my inventory, and they're not in my inventory, but there was a blank spot, so I bet it's that.
Okay. So this guy attacks you, Devault. So not only are you being attacked mentally, you're being attacked physically. And he misses, so that's good for him. Frulam continues to heal this person. This time she does a big one.
Mother.
Well, come on. Oh, wow. Rolled really shitty. Alright. Tyler, as long as are you okay with just listening?
Yeah, dude, this is part of the campaign. I'm enjoying it.
Alright, cool. Saeryon.
Alright.
Help me up. Give me a fair fight. Or you are a lesser man than I thought you would be.
Kasalt, kill the half-breed.
Dude.
Basically, like, leap over his prone body.
Coward!
Run over here, and I'm gonna try and, throw a, poison gas cloud in this chick's face.
Okay. So
she takes a, con save.
Con save.
So for all you listeners at home, this is how you die, and
save.
don't act like a bitch.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude.
With the end of this session also corrupted, I will now let you see the battle through the character's eyes.
I hear the sounds of flames crackling and demonic mumbling, but I can't focus on that now. Saeryon and Frulam must be stopped. Devault is merely a secondary objective. I hear him talking to himself, and sometimes I hear his self talking back. The Saeryon must be stopped. I go blow to blow with him, and lay him to rest with a slash to the chest. Frulum appears with guards, more flesh for my axe to split. She brings Saeryon back from the brink of death. I sweep his calf, tearing muscle from bone, and floor him. He stands and attacks only for me to remove his head from his torso in one angry swing. My attention turns to Frulum, as Default gets louder, and Saeryon directs his attention to him. I cannot stop now, or it will all be for naught. I charge Frulum and throw a power beat at her, encasing her in a force of energy, damaging her and shaking her confidence. She's at my will, completely useless and ineffective. I have a new plan. I'm going to push her off the 40-foot bridge that we had just passed over, hopefully to her death. I position myself and charge the bubble of force and plow through my friends, up the tunnel, and forcing Frulum to the edge, and hopefully her death. The ball bounces below on the cavern floor, and her body bends and breaks maliciously on impact. I'm not done with her yet.
I hear the clangs of battle in the distance. Obviously my allies need aid. I run into this room. Saeryon Tool is grievously wounded. A quick utterance of a druidic hymn and his flesh is knitted anew. But as soon as this is done, I turn my head and bam! An arc of lightning straight to the face. Brilliant light, the sounds of nature. Everything is at peace. Am I dead? Suddenly visions of destruction, a world torn asunder. I must be dead. Suddenly, giant red evil eyes peering at me in the darkness. I hear words being said, but I can't understand. How has paradise gone to hell? Suddenly pain. I'm being crushed. Shit. I'm alive.
This cave has been full of uncertainties. I'm alert, just waiting for Frulum and Saeryon to spring up whatever trap they've set. I hear Saeryon spout off to Saeryon. I try to get in on the action, and then Saeryon spills out lightning from his mandibles. I don't know why, but I was caught off guard. My trusty allies are shaken. Saeryon is flustered, barely alive, screaming at us to run north. Get out of here. I, like usual, am first to start fleeing. But then I see Brome, hazy-eyed and laying there in his own blood. Who am I to run away when my friends need me? I desperately seek out the fiend that gave me my powers and success. Wait, I can't control my own body. There is a presence in my mind, and it's not the one I was trying to contact. Merely an eager pawn of his. I see myself through fire-lit eyes, stepping down the stairs, pushing my way around Saeryon and right in front of Saeryon. My hand raises up, but it's not me. The creature blows a hole in Saeryon's side, and he crumbles to the floor. Suddenly I have control. It's a battle of the minds inside this head of mine. I'm able to win this. This is my body, my mind. I use what limited window I have left to tell the others to run. Let me handle the enemies. Then Saeryon springs back to life, being healed as Frulum steps out as if out of thin air, and her two cronies are right beside me. They attack ferociously, but my skin is hardened like that of magma being tossed into water. I smile, but it's no longer my smile again. My friends look at me with worry, but not fear. Perhaps I am not worthy of this friendship. Fire erupts all around me, burning everyone that's close. The story of my life. I call out to the presence. I ask that he take my soul. He can have my body. Just leave my friends alone. He merely laughs and decides he can take it all. I dispatch the small fries beside me and do battle with the creature within. Its essence is hanging outside of my body now. It's winning. Now I'm winning. Kasalt runs off to Frulum and Saeryon stands in front of me. Kill me, I shout. But it doesn't get through. Or maybe it does, as he begins to strike at me. The creature inside howls in pain, and Saeryon looks up. Apparently he can see this apparition too. I look up and its visage is transparently thrown up to the cave ceiling. The attacks are also hurting the beast. Again, I shout. Maybe I actually said it this time, but I do not know. The beast gets smaller. Apparently the beast is talking out loud now, and I am able to respond back freely. Its hold is weakening. I call upon my friends, and yes, I openly and publicly use that word for all to hear, to strike me down. Saeryon tries his hardest and nearly kills me, but before he can give me the death I deserve, the battle is over. My will is unbreakable. My friends stout, and what fate it is that we were all headed for greenest. Frulem is also stuck in one of those balls of force, and blood surrounds me. Looking back on it, that was when everything changed. I had originally come to Greenest to find my friend Talus. After what happened back home, and the way I had to leave, I was desperate to connect with any part of my past from before. Well, anyways, I didn't come to Greenest to be a hero, but that cult, fighting them almost felt like, maybe if I can save this town, it would make up for some of the things I had done. When we went into that cave, I was ready to die. Not for the people I was with. The human was too weird. The dwarf at least knew about living by his weapon, but was utterly honorless. And the half-human, well, going into that cave, I liked him the least. No, I was ready to die because I knew the cult was too strong. There was too many of them, backed up by actual dragons and magic. And then there was Saeryon. I had won our previous duel, but no one but me knew how close it really was. He was bigger, stronger, more powerful, and probably better skilled. The townsfolk called me a hero. I'm no hero. When we went into the cave, we thought the cult leaders had moved on. But when I heard his voice calling me out in a challenge, I knew I wouldn't survive another fight with him. We finally found them deep in the cave. He wasn't alone and, honorless as always, he flung his goons at me. I ran in headlong. I was so reckless back then, always rushing toward my own demise as fast as I could. Being near the druid and the half-human for so long, I had learned a few new tricks. I threw up magic wards as fast as I could utter the incantations, but I was quickly running out of spells. The druid went down in Saeryon's opening lightning blast, and the other two were gravely hurt. I called out a retreat. I can't remember if I said it in common or in elven. Either way, they didn't listen. I wanted to lure the brutes and the half-dragon to the bridge. Someone would have to trigger the bridge trap manually, but like I said, back then I was rushing headlong towards death. That was my plan, but they didn't listen. Instead, the half-human, the one I had respected so little and thought of so badly, made a sacrifice of his own. I didn't understand it at first. It seemed like his normal tricks, but slowly, through the haze of blood and fear and violence, clarity came to me. I always knew what he was, what he had done to become a warlock, and there was a time I would have never associated with one of his kind. But by the time Greenest and the cult happened, his past couldn't have been worse than mine. Once I figured out that he wasn't entirely in control anymore though, once that other thing started talking through him, I realized that he hadn't done it because he had wanted to. Not like my childish death wish. He had done it to save us, the human and the dwarf, and even me. The power he had unleashed quickly turned the battle in our favor, but then we were left with him. The half-human called out to me, to us. He told us to run. I could see the pain in his eyes, and the rage of that other thing behind that. So I took my rapier and stabbed him in the heart. I had saved a potion and felt that if I could kill him for just a second, the other thing would flee and I would be able to bring him back. It took me 2 times before I could penetrate his magical wards, and I was just pulling back for the third strike when he came back to us. And then, for just a second, we saw the real battle that had been going on. I saw that thing, and I knew. I knew what he had done, and I knew what we would do. In that moment, I changed. I wasn't fighting anymore because I was in the right place at the wrong time. I wasn't going to pity myself for the choices and failures I had made. I was going to fight because I could, because the 4 of us had broken the back of a cult. had turned the tide in a battle against the whole village, had faced down a dragon and sent it running. At that moment, I realized that we were friends, that they would die for me, and I for them, and that the four of us together were going to change the whole plane, starting with that cult, and if it ended up with that thing, or with Tiamat herself, so be it.